As media updates stream to all our devices and as fears of this COVID-19 virus continues to swell, today's gospel offers us a much-needed reminder. The gospel begins with Jesus and his disciples passing by and seeing a man who had been blind from birth. And interestingly enough, Jesus' disciples asked him this question, "Rabbi, who sinned, this man or his parents, that he was born blind?" You see, Jesus' disciples were curious about where exactly to place blame for the man's being born blind. They wanted knowledge. His disciples asked him, whose sin? Was it his parents or this man that he was born blind? And Jesus wisely knows that it makes no difference at all whose fault it was. The only thing that matters now is that he is blind. And that truth of his blindedness presents an opportunity for love and the power of God to be revealed through this sad situation. Jesus' answer is that neither he nor his parents sinned. It is so that the works of God might be revealed or made visible through him. And therein lies the difference between Jesus and many of the religious leaders of his day. And Jesus wants his followers to know that our desire cannot be for more information so as to place judgment or to blame, or to have answers merely for the sake of having more knowledge. Instead, Jesus' desire is that God be glorified in every moment of everyday life through each person, regardless of the circumstances. And that means it's time to get to work. Time is running out. Jesus said, we, that's all of us, have to do the works of the one who sent him while it is still day. In the first days of this COVID-19 outbreak, my wife and I had but 2 rolls of toilet paper left. 1 roll was in our bathroom and 1 roll was in our son's bathroom. And I went to every store only to find empty shelves everywhere. Why such a shortage of paper products? Of course, the answer is obvious now. Fear, in some cases greed, and often simply selfishness. And for some, a desire to prepare for that worst case scenario, even at the expense of others. While many have chosen, like Jesus' disciples, to gain a lot of knowledge about the virus, and a lot of people have stockpiled the essentials, there are those who continue to do the work of God in this present darkness. And that's very exciting. I'm thankful that there are still so many kind-hearted people doing the work of God while it is still day. The Turlock Unified School District, in which I am an administrator, and many other school districts as well, they sent kids home with school supplies, books, homework packets. We provide online resources so that while kids might not be at school, their schooling continues nonetheless. Teachers put in a lot of extra hours on their breaks and after school, all of this to make that happen, and that's good work. School sites continue to provide meals for our struggling families on a daily basis. The school at which I work distributed over 300 meals on Friday. That's good work. One of our campus supervisors comes in at a later hour on her shift, and so she spends her morning in line at Costco, at Save Mart, at Walmart, getting what her co-workers need, because by the time we all get off work, the shelves are empty. Thanks to her, our family now has paper products. That's good work. Our site principal ends her morning announcements each day with this quote by Nishan Panwar. "The world is full of genuinely nice and kind people. If you can't find one, be one." I think that Jesus was that kind of person. He didn't place blame. He just acted with kindness and the power of God. He calls his disciples to carry on that mission of love and kindness and revelation of God's work through their life. And so that's our job during not only this crisis, but in every situation, every day. As people freak out and they get upset and they act selfishly, we do the work of God in this present darkness. We don't blame, we are generous. We don't blame, we are kind. We don't blame, we love. We don't blame, we just get to work. My prayer is that you and your family are safe, and that you spend meaningful time together with those you love, and that you contribute in some way to help relieve the burdens or the struggles of others during this difficult time. Jesus answered, "Neither he nor his parents sinned. It is so that the works of God might be made visible through him." Amen.